How that worked. Thanks so much, Parker. Well, according to census data reports, more than half of Silicon Valley's tech industry is made up of people born outside of the United States. Foreign-born workers in tech or any specialized field are employed in the U.S. through the H-1b visa program. Now, this allows American companies to sponsor and hire highly skilled foreign workers by issuing them short-term visas. The process is lengthy and it often costs companies thousands of dollars, but it is an expense that many are willing to absorb. And here to tell us more about it is Andrea Szew. Hi. I said Andrea. Anyway, it's Andrea.
Okay.
Just asked her. Andrea Szew, hey, thanks for coming in. You know, people have heard a lot about this, especially when there was the Muslim ban. There were lots of conversations about H-1s. Tell us what they are, how you get them, who's eligible.
Well, basically, H-1b visas are visas used by U.S. companies to hire professional foreign nationals for jobs that require a university degree. And we allow about 85,000 a year. 65,000 of those are attributable to jobs that require a bachelor's degree, or people who have a bachelor's degree or equivalent. And then there's 20,000 that are available just for people that have graduated from our universities with U.S. master's degrees or higher.
Wow.
But the problem we have in the U.S. right now is that there's only 85,000, but the demand is way, way bigger than that. So corporate America, like just over the last years, every year is filing about 200,000 visas a year for just 85,000 spots. So we have a real problem with supply and demand. And Congress is really not paying attention, because if that's happening every single year, then obviously there's more demand and they need to change the amount of visas available.
Well, it's really impacting some of these corporations. They cannot fill these positions. So how bad has that situation gotten?
Well, it's gotten really bad. And I think people think that the H-1b visa takes away jobs from U.S. citizens. And it doesn't, because believe me, I've been doing this for about 18 years, and no company wants to go through this process if they don't have to. They much rather hire a U.S. citizen. It's also really an issue because we have tons of international students in our universities. And they come to this country and they hope to get a job when they leave. So they graduate in all these, science, technology, engineering majors, and the companies are dying to hire them.
Things we need.
Yeah, things we absolutely need.
Can you talk a little bit more about the specific jobs? Because I think, if it's so hard for the companies and there are Americans who want jobs, you think, well, why isn't the actual citizens and residents here, why aren't they able to fill these jobs?
Well, I don't know if you've heard of STEM programs. So STEM is the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And those are the jobs that we're really lacking. It's just our U.S. citizen population is just not going into those areas as much as we need them. So the university, are trying to get them stimulated to get into those fields, but it's not working as fast as we hoped. So we have a lot of international students going into those fields, graduating from our universities, but there's no visas to give them jobs.
Boy, doesn't that say a lot about our society today? We cannot hire our own American workers because they don't have the skills or education for it. So we rely on these students from other parts of the world. And then what's the backlog? What, is the president eager to have then, increase the number of visas that will be allotted?
Well, there's no talk of it because we have Buy America, Hire America, and that's an issue. That's an issue because we Buy America, Hire America, but we don't have the employees to fill these positions. And we're sending so much intellectual capital outside the United States, it's just heartbreaking. Because we have all these students graduating from our universities, offer jobs that we desperately need, and then we're like, sorry, gotta leave, because there's no job available for you. I mean, there's no visa
I remember there were also, odd rules about spouses. Like, the husband who went to graduate school, has a PhD from here, could get the H-1, but his wife could not. She was not allowed to work at the same time. I mean, there's all sorts of roadblocks put up in their path, right?
Yeah, it's gotten really, really hard for even people that already have H-1Bs, and they're obviously trying to take away those carrots to keep those H-1B employees in the U.S.
And what about industry-wise? Which industries are most impacted?
Mostly the technology industries, like Google, Amazon, all those companies are really desperate for these employees in the sciences and technology. Plus our medical fields are really suffering also.
There was some controversy, too, over Melania Trump's getting this kind of visa. Is there been some more talk around that? Who does get visas, who doesn't?
No, I think it's, I think there's just such a desperation for the visas right now. It's really, there's just finite amount of visas available, and we just need to look at the reality and listen to corporate America and see that they're not joking. I mean, this is a serious issue, that we need to increase the amount of visas available.
Well, and we need to increase the number of people in our own country getting STEM and graduating in fields where we could actually then employ them to know the technology that's being demanded of them.
Absolutely.
Is that part of what you do as well, oversee some of the programs that are helping bolster our own workers here at home?
Well, I'm advocating and screaming at the top of the mountain every day, trying to get people to listen to see this issue out there, because a lot of times we don't focus on this part of immigration. A lot of times we only focus on the part that deals with illegal immigration and everything that's going on the borders. And inside our country, we have a real deficit that we really need to focus on and take some time to look at.
We've been hearing about the backlog lately in the courts. Is this affecting the H-1b visas as well?
No, the H-1b visa has nothing to do with the court system. It's solely, you filed, today is the first day they can file for this fiscal year. Today they'll probably get 200,000 applications, and then they do a lottery to see who gets it.
Andrea, what's the fix? Congress
needs to listen to corporate America and see that there's really an issue. They have to listen to the universities, they have to listen to corporate America and see that, you know, 85,000 visas is just not enough. We need more. Until it gets fixed, we need more.
Thanks so much, Andrea, for coming in.
Thank you very much.
For more information on applying for an H-1b visa, please visit SzewLaw.com. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back.